I'm spending part of my weekend in Sault Sainte Marie, and I got to be honest with you. When I first started working in this league, I would complain about this trip. I kind of dreaded it. Imagine 8 hours on a bus to get to the northernmost outpost of the Ontario Hockey League. What kind of torture is this? My friends in the Western League and the Quebec League love to remind me that an 8-hour trip is nothing, but for a wimpy little southerner like me, it was a big deal. But I also had the privilege of working alongside Don Cameron, and when I worked with Don, he would always talk about the hospitality of the North. And I got to tell you, over the years, I've really come to recognize that, and I don't dread this trip at all anymore. In fact, I look forward to it. There's a quote on the wall in the concourse here at GFL Memorial Gardens from former Sioux Greyhound Craig Hartsburg, and he says, it's about the people in Sault Sainte Marie more than anything else. They're genuine, they're honest, you can trust them, and he's absolutely right. In fact, Hartsburg, one of the legendary Greyhounds who has his number retired up in the rafters here at GFL Memorial Gardens, alongside Adam Foote, Ron Francis, Joe Thornton, and some guy named Gretzky. There's a rich tradition and history here in Sault Sainte Marie as well, including 3 straight Memorial Cup appearances in 91, 92, and 93, culminating with a Memorial Cup championship, the only one in franchise history, in 93, right here on home ice in the Sioux. Ted Nolan was the coach of that team, and speaking of coaches, how about when Terry Christ was the head coach here in Sault Sainte Marie, and the team went 33-0, undefeated on home ice in the 84-85 season, a record that stands to this day. I know it's a long way from Southern Ontario, but if you've ever thought about taking in your favorite team on the road in Sault Sainte Marie, don't let the drive get the better of you. It's worth the trip here. You might want to come at this time of year instead of the dead of winter, but even if you come up in January, you are sure to get a warm welcome from the fine folks here in the Sioux. I'm Farwell. It's Friday. I'll see you at the rink.